Yo, 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 your boy, he's here, I'm here. Trying to pull this page up real quick. What's going on? Dig that podcast and news, y'all. Welcome to Dub's Corner. I'm here. What's the word? What's the word? What's going on? What's going on? Got a nice interview lined up for y'all today. Got somebody gonna jump in here, give y'all a couple words of wisdom and things like that. Touch on bases of what we got going on, a couple events and stuff like that. Once again, welcome to Dub's Corner, y'all. Check me out on your YouTube channel. I'm here. It's your host, yours truly, T Dub. Making the way. What's going on, my people? What's the word? What's the word? I'm here. Got a nice interview set up for y'all shortly. Coming in. Let me get these lights together for y'all. Back at it like I never left. I never left. Let me check this out. Who we got on the line? Hello, hello,
An
hello.
inmate at the Minnesota Department of Corrections, Rush City Correctional Facility. To accept this free call, press 0. To refuse this call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using GTL.
Yo,
Hello.
yo, yo. What's up? What's up?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on, y'all? We got Jermaine Ferguson on the line, y'all. It's that first interview. Get y'all in depth and tune in what's going on with my dude. Give y'all a couple words of wisdom. Tune you in on what he got events going on and what's going on with this Justice for Jermaine Ferguson Foundation and whatnot. I'm gonna let him go ahead and have the floor. Welcome to Dub's Corner.
Okay, look, what I'm gonna do, man, I'm gonna start off with the introduction to a little something I wrote, man, to this autobiography I got coming out, man. The autobiography of Jermaine Ferguson, Life as a Dog and a Life After. It says life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forward. There was never a passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that was less. Somehow it took years to understand that I was socialized to believe that there was only one way of life. All the while, it was always hardwired in me to be capable of living a life far more greater than I could even imagine. There was a purpose in my life to be accomplished, and it would take a big event that would eventually take place to force me to face me. Everything I was socialized to believe, I illuminated, good, bad, or indifferent. I was living someone else's vision for my life, and I never knew that I always possessed the potential to rise above and not live beneath. There was no doubt that things would take place to push me to be willing to enter into a place of my own manpower. Maya Angelou got a quote that says, "Few in this life will ever have the greatness to be in history itself, but each of us can change a small portion of events." It has always been from numberless acts of courage and belief that human history has changed and shaped. I believe that I have encountered many challenges, and some of those events has taken me to a breaking point. In fact, it was necessary for me to encounter these challenges because in doing so, I will finally know who I am, what I can rise from, and still come out of it all. With each new day comes the opportunity to make a difference in my life and the lives of others. I'm ever evolving into a place of my own manpower and learning that I love me. Shit, I love being me. My comfortability is shown through my words, body language, and actions. My vision is much larger than my current circumstances, and the life I've chosen to live is now a direct reflection of the values I place on who I've always been meant to be. Here's my truth, my story, life as a dog, and a life after.
I like that.
That's
I
just
like
something,
that.
I wanted to share, man.
I like that. I like that. I dig that, man. That's turning into a poem, a book, or what you doing with that, man? What you got going on with
Man,
that?
well, actually, that's the introduction of my autobiography, man. I'm writing a story about my life, man. And at first, I wanted to ask myself, like, do I want my story to be told as a warning or a life lesson? I was like, man, this is a cautionary tales, man. Because I believe, no matter of my wrongful conviction, I still believe that I got a greater responsibility to give back to the community, to uplift the youth. You know what I mean?
I dig that. I like that part about giving back and all that stuff. But jumping back into the beginning of that wrongful conviction thing, could you like elaborate on that? Explain that to us. Let us know what's going on and
Yeah,
how you feeling
man,
about that
yeah,
right now.
yeah, man. I've been incarcerated for a little over 20 years now, man. And and once in the beginning, I was sitting around, not really knowing, anything lacking knowledge for the law and stuff like that. So I really wasn't doing that, but I realized that I had a voice. So when I realized I had a voice, I started speaking up. When I started speaking up, I'm like, okay, I started getting frustrated. Nobody was listening. So I started yelling. You know what I'm saying? I started yelling. Still, when nobody was listening, so I'm getting mad. I started throwing rocks. And now that I'm starting throwing rocks, the glass ain't breaking. Can nobody hear me?
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
realized that can nobody hear me because not nobody else is throwing rocks. The glass ain't breaking. You know what I'm saying?
They hear you.
Like
They
I
hear
said,
you when
man.
you're kicking the door down, but they don't hear you when you're throwing rocks, huh?
No, no. I need more people to throw rocks, man, and break the glass so everybody can hear my voice. Because at the end of the day, man, I'm incarcerated for a crime I didn't commit, man. It was somebody, a co-defendant said I committed a crime. He had since recanted, man. The only person said I committed a crime, man, had since recanted. And even at trial, man, I wasn't even allowed to let the jury know the man took a deal to testify against me. So at this point, I'm sitting in prison. The only person said I committed a crime has admitted to commit the crime, murdering somebody, and he's been released twice. He's violated. My other co-defendants admitted to committing the crime. He's been released just recently. No one pointed me out of a lineup. There was no fingerprints, no DNA, no weapons, no nothing. I'm still sitting in prison with a 129-year sentence, man. It doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean?
Man, with God all be blessed to you, man. Hopefully you come home soon, brother. Hopefully you come home soon, brother. What is you pushing besides getting in them books and figuring out the laws and the changes that they made and the mishaps that they made in your case as far as your trial and whatnot to bring it back or to get you home? What's going on with that?
Man, right now, man, I try to do as many events as we can, man. We had an event coming up real soon. From the looks of it, I ain't sure if we're gonna be able to have this Justice for Us basketball tournament, but the purpose of doing things like that is, not only, to give back to the youth, but also so that our voices can be heard too. And so that they don't follow that prison or the school to prison pipeline. We don't want the kids to get in this, predicament where they get themselves in a trick bag or they think that they need to do something or be around a certain group of individuals, you know what I mean? So that
Okay.
can nobody lie on them or they might do something due to peer pressure and get themselves stuck in a place like this. Because once they tie that knot, it's hard to untie it. You know what I mean?
Well, it's all love over here at Dig That Podcast and News, man. You were here at Dub's Corner, and I know you only got a short amount of time, but I want you to get your roll out and just give us a piece of your story and what it is, what you want to do, these events, and how that is, because I need for you to get that message out clearly and sure for everybody to understand.
Okay, well, just stay tuned, man, and look at my page, man, my Facebook page and my TikTok, man, Justice for Us Ferguson, man, and just follow me and support me, and please just share my story, man, and share the things that we put out there. You know what I'm saying? For real, because without the community support, man, it's not just about me. You know what I'm saying? It's about the other brothers that's behind you and sisters that's behind the wall too that don't got help. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like I
sir.
said,
Yes,
they know here is just one of us. You know what I'm saying? But if they start hearing everybody and everybody demanding the truth to come out, the facts is there. You can look my case up. The facts is there. So just look at it, man, support it, man, and help me yield. You know what I'm saying? Help me yield so these people can hear, man. So I can get out there. I ain't doing no good for my community behind these walls.
Exactly, exactly. What's that? Justice for Us on TikTok, Justice Ferguson
Justice
on
for Us Ferguson,
Justice for
TikTok
Us
and
Ferguson,
Facebook.
TikTok, Facebook. Okay, okay, we got you. We get both of them going on. I'm gonna keep on telling y'all. Justice for Us Ferguson on TikTok and Facebook. Them's the only page you can get at him. Send some messages, comments, whatever it is that you got to do. And we're trying to get this message out here and support the wrongly accused to get my man home. For doing all this time. It's been over 20 years, and he's doing some time for something that he ain't commit, and his co-defendants is at home. They comfortable. Why can't he be comfortable? Let's get that going. Let's make that happen. That's what we trying to do. Justice for Us Ferguson on TikTok and Facebook. Y'all, please make that happen. Click that dial, that link, or however it is you got to do it. Send some comments, suggestions, or whatever you got to do. Write to your Congress people, whoever, somebody, if you know the story, read it up, look on it, check it out, and see what it is so you can know what's going on. Because it's real life out here, and that's where he needs to be, out here where it's real life. You know what I'm talking about?
Dig that.
Dig that for real. It's all love. We here, Dig That Podcast and News at Dub's Corner, supporting, promoting, and pushing the line just because we want it to be real and authentic. It ain't nothing fake over here. That's why we always digging. You know what I'm talking about? That's what it is. Justice
That's
for
right.
Us Ferguson. This is love. It's a real life story. My man's been gone for 20 years. He needs to come home to his family. It's a married man here. Got a lot going on, pushing events for the community for y'all free and active. And we're gonna make things happen, hopefully on the 30th Get these bouncy houses and some food out to y'all kids and whatever we make happen. Get some basketball games going on. But y'all come out, tap in, tune in, whichever way you can, just to make your presence known so he can know it and feel it and get that real love that's out here in the street. You dig what I'm
Yeah,
talking
I
about?
appreciate that. I appreciate that too, man. I appreciate the platform, man. Let me come on here and speak, man, and share my truth a little bit, man. We need more platforms like this, man. Need more people like you out there, helping brothers. 'Cause a lot of people don't feel like they have no voice, man. For
No,
real, for real.
we got to get it out there, man. We can be the voice of the streets, and you can be the voice of the people, or vice versa, or whichever way you want to get it. But we still got to get the word out here and make things happen. You know what I'm saying? That's what we here for. That's what we here for. The people and for us. Dig that podcast and news. We digging in everybody's shit, and right now it's justice for us, Ferguson. TikTok and Facebook, y'all go make it happen. Hit them links and get your suggestions in, or whatever it takes to get your voice heard so he can understand what the love is that's out here in these streets to get my man home. It's been a long time coming, as a matter of fact.
That's right.
That's what we doing. That's all it is. That's how we pushing the line and we making that happen. Surely every day, all day, we right here once again. Justice for us, Ferguson, on TikTok, on Facebook, all the time. My man been sitting down for 20 years long for something he ain't do that people knowing. Don't get out there and make that voice heard because this shit ain't right. Y'all got to make something
That's
happen
right.
because his feet's
Man,
on the ground, how he can make it. What's
that's right. Hey, man, listen, man. I tell people all the time, man. Imagine sitting in the bathroom with a bunk bed, man, with a person you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? And we're told, oh, we don't know when we're gonna let you out. You know what I'm saying? We know some truth in what you're saying, but due to the time bar, well, we don't gotta let you out. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Imagine that. You know what I'm saying? Imagine having your first granddaughter, you can't even see her. You know what I'm saying? You can't even, you can't even get pictures in here no more. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
they don't let y'all get pictures no more either.
Man, oh man, you gotta send your pictures to Arizona somewhere and they print them out on a piece of paper. We can't have real pictures no more. They said due to drugs. Due to drugs. I'm
Oh
like, man,
God.
listen, man, these people, man, people will drive you crazy, man, if you let them, man. I thank God, man, that I still got a sound mind, man. For real, for real. That's why I don't let the little petty stuff bother me, man. It's a lot of people that's burnt, man. A lot of people that's burnt out, man, because they don't got nobody to help them stimulate their mind, man. So at the end of the day, you got to deal with not just it ain't the physical aspect of it, it's the mental. It's all mental. You know what I'm saying?
And what you do to
Imagine
keep
being in the cell with somebody. You said what?
what you do to keep yourself pushing then?
Man, read, man, and staying focused on the goal, man, staying focused on my kids, my daughter, man, catch me, man, they keep me focused, you know what I'm saying? And family. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Family. That's the most important thing, family. And just remembering, you know what I'm saying, your true self, your authentic self. But a lot of times we come here, we don't know who we are, right? So
Okay.
we socialize to be or do things a certain type of way. But once we realize, you know what I'm saying, we want more out of life, we can't say, oh, this is all I know. I can't win for losing. We're not allowed to say that no more once you get tired, because now you know that there's another way. So at the end of the day, we got a greater responsibility to do something different. We was born with intellect, right? We was born with the ability to view, analyze, and process things beyond the present moment. Now we don't know exactly what's gonna happen, but we know that if I do this, and that, you know what I'm saying, these are the things that can happen. So now we can properly prepare ourselves for each and one of those things. And now we can make a wise decision and say, okay, I'm not willing to deal with the consequences behind this, so I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean? Sometimes, certain things gotta happen, but at the end of the day, you like it don't have to be you, and I'm not willing to deal with this, so I ain't gonna make that decision. This is the decision I'm gonna make. It's called playing the tape all the way out. You know what I'm saying? Play the tape all the way out. You know what I'm saying?
It's just the same way of saying what these kids out here talking about crashing out, you crashing in and making it happen for yourself.
Man, listen, crashing in and cashing in. You know what I'm saying? We heard our whole life, time is a real money, right? I tell people, I said, if the bank gave you $86,400 every day, man, I said, what would you do with it, man? You can invest it, spend it, or give it away, but you can't save it because they're gonna give you another $86,400 the next day. What you gonna do? They're like, oh, I'm gonna spend it, and then the next day I'm gonna invest, and then I'm gonna give it away. I said, okay. I said, so what's more important to you, time or money? They was like, time. I said, so if time is more important, I said, did you know it's 86,400 seconds in a day? He was like, huh? I said, man, it's 86,400 seconds in a day. I said, invest that time like you would invest that money. I said, if you look at a dollar bill, $5 bill, $100 bill, $50 bill, You don't say money nowhere on here. It says currency. I said, because what you spend your time on is what you gonna buy, man. I said, time is real money. He's like, dang, I ain't think about that. Yeah. I said, invest that time, man.
That's
You know what
real
I'm saying?
game. That's real game.
Don't get bamboozled. Straight up.
That's real. That's real game, brother. That's real game. I like that attitude and that outlook on life because you gotta have that way because you know you coming home. That's the
Man,
one way to
listen, I
look
ain't
at
gonna
it.
miss my shot, man. I ain't gonna miss my shot, man. I got a greater responsibility, man, to uplift and rebuild my community, man. For real, for real. Although I'm innocent of the crime that I'm incarcerated for, I
Yeah.
still played a part in harming my community. So I gotta give
You have 1 minute remaining.
little Sally, Sally only give us 15 minutes.
Yeah. There she go. There she go. But we here for you, man. Justice for us, Ferguson. Dig that.
That's right. That's right.
Every Facebook
Dig that.
contact you can get on TikTok. Make sure y'all tune in, tap in, and make things happen. Love, man. Love all the time. Love.
Yeah, love, man. Tell them don't forget about Justice for Bobo, man. Justice for Philip Vance also, man. There's some more brothers
Justice
that's here
for
that
Bobo,
wrongfully
Justice for
convicted,
Philip
man.
Vance. Make it happen, y'all. Get at us. Dig that podcast and news, man. Thanks for coming and tapping in the Dub's Corner, man. Love, family. Love.
Love.
Love. I got
Appreciate you.
Go on. Yeah. There you have it. There you have it. There you have it. That's that young interview with Jermaine Ferguson, y'all. Check this out. My man been incarcerated for 20 years for a crime that he did not commit and still out here pushing the line for the community, making things happen. Just like he said, he got events going on, basketball tournament, haircuts for kids, bouncy houses, doing all these different things to uplift the community and make stuff happen for him while he's sitting down trying to come home. Justice for us, Jermaine Ferguson. TikTok, Facebook, whatever platform that you can find that name on, look it up, tap in, check out that story, get your comments, read on it, see what's going on. You see, my man's been locked down, like I said, for 20 years and had no evidence, they had no weapon. They got two people that recanted their statements. They both is home. He been doing 20 years for something that they already admitted to doing. Man, let that man come home. Get in them law books, some libraries, or somebody that know who can tap in and make something happen. Justice for us, Ferguson, on TikTok and Facebook. We're gonna make sure y'all get that, make it happen every time, every time, every time, every time. Dub's Corner, we coming at y'all just strictly with this. This nice interview from Jermaine Ferguson, y'all. You get at us when you can and make it happen, and we out of here. Dub's Corner, dig that podcast and news, make it happen, and we here. Down. Peace.